This is Glenn Davis, and the green is back on.
The big guy for two.
Big baby is getting it done.
It's game time. Here's Mike and Tommy.
All right, Glenn, thanks very much. Paul Pierce getting ready to go, and so are the Celtics as they look to stay undefeated here at home. Let's check out our Southwest Airlines starting lineups here for Boston tonight. We told you off the top there is going to be no Ray Allen tonight. It will be Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Kendrick Perkins, Rajon Rondo, and Tony Allen will get the call. And everybody hoping, including that man right there, Doc Rivers, that maybe this is the game that Tony Allen returns to the form that he showed last year after coming back from similar knee surgery. On the other side for Milwaukee, they are a very solid basketball team. They've had a bumpy road out on the West Coast. It will be Bogut, and Mason along the front line, and it will be Williams and Red in the backcourt for Larry Krystkowiak, second season as an NBA coach, 14 wins, 25 losses. Here's a guy with a much better record than that, Greg Dickerson.
Perfect. I'm perfect. 0-0 as an NBA coach. Ray Allen, more on him missing tonight's game. His ankle has been tender ever since he sprained it. And as Doc Rivers said, maybe the smartest thing wasn't for him to go out and shoot his regular 200 shots before every game. But as he said, Ray's a pro. That's exactly what his approach is always going to be. And Doc felt the smartest thing for them to do for Ray is to almost force him to sit out of this game tonight. As for Sunday's game at Toronto, that decision will be made tomorrow, not Sunday. Doc saying basically after practice we'll know. So if he's on the plane, he'll be playing on Sunday. If he's not, he'll miss 2 in a row, obviously.
So if he's not on the plane, then he's not playing. Is that what you're saying? That's it. There you go.
Pretty good Johnny Cochran right there, Michael. Way to go.
Thank you very much. All right. You become like a private investigator, Greg.
I'd like to see his files, his confidential
the
files.
Dickerson files. Then there's a special if I ever heard one coming up. Paul Pierce gets to the rim early, can't finish, tipped up, won't go by Garnett, and it's taken down by the Bucks. Williams quickly into the forecourt. Andrew Bogut has become a much better offensive player around the basket, we are told, and this is the hook shot to open the game. Rondo finds Garnett. Kevin for 2.
That'll pull Bogut out. And
Rondo. He thought he had a clean block. Instead, he will pick up a foul.
the Celtics are energized tonight. And they come up with stuff like this. There's Rondo. Once again, a good steal. Getting to be a real artist with that type of play.
Tony Allen knocks down the free throw. Celtics, as Tommy just pointed out, did not have energy to start the game the other night.
No, they didn't. And they came out for the first time all season trailing at halftime.
Off to the quick 4-0 lead here tonight. Those numbers you saw there for Tony Allen, that was the team would dearly love to see him get back to. The Celtics will just have a knock him out bench if Tony Allen ever got back to that. Nice move by Mason. Mason has quietly been a good player for a few years now in the league.
Yeah, he started with Milwaukee, played very, very effectively, and he ended up down in New Orleans. And as a consequence, he didn't play nearly as much as he did with the Bucks. And he's back here with the Bucks now, and they appreciate what he can do.
Tony Allen gets the defensive call as we expected on Michael Red. Williams looking for Red. Red, who's a great catch and shoot guy. 5 on the shot clock. Williams will take it deep and knock down a 3.
Good ball movement by the Bucks. Michael Red was 1 assist away from a triple-double.
Yes.
The last ball game against a very good basketball team.
Pierce rises up and gets 2 over the top of Mason.
So Red has been turning the ball loose, and he's trying to get his teammates more involved, and that time it paid off with Williams getting the three.
Williams tells Red to go to the corner. They come the other way to Mason. Bogut couldn't handle that pass, and it's going to be Boston ball. Let's take a look at our Subaru key matchup of the evening. The two power forwards, Young E, Jianlian, 10 points, 44% shooting, 5 rebounds, and Kevin Garnett, of course, at 19 and 11, shooting 55%, up amongst the league leaders.
And Williams is totally backing off and becoming like a center fielder in their defense.
Tony Allen, good slap away by Bogut. Williams tries to leave it, there's nobody there, and as an afterthought throws it in.
You heard Doc talk about how well his team was playing even on the West Coast. They could have won several of those games that they lost.
Rondo sneaks in and misses the bunny, and the Celtics catch a break as the Bucks deflected out of bounds. From the corner this time for three.
Boy, that out-of-bounds play works like a charm.
Good start for Pierce, 2 for 3, 5 points.
You know, when Ray Allen is in there, they really have to play a more solid perimeter defense against the Celtics. And with Tony Allen in there, they're going to have an opportunity, I think, to gamble 2 guys back.
He stepped over the line for backcourt violation. You know, Ray Allen, watching this game, saw that stat on Milwaukee, second worst in the league, defending the three, and probably started to put his sneakers on so he can
watch Williams, how far off he plays against Rondo. And let's see how far Red plays off Tony Allen. Williams, even with Rondo handling the ball, is backed in to the free throw line. And Rondo's going to have to hit a couple of in-your-face jumpers to pull Williams out.
Kevin Garnett continues on a real roll shooting. Rebounded traffic by Perkins, gets it quickly to Tony Allen at half court. Garnett. Again over Bogut. Again, he knocks it down.
Bogut has no leap, and Garnett's going to be able to go right over the top of him anytime he wants.
7-0 run here by the Celtics. They've got a 13-7 lead, and Milwaukee turns it over.
Well, there was a rookie mistake. He had the shot, thought that his teammate had a better shot, and meanwhile his teammate was trying to get position for the miss if he missed. Total miscommunication.
Milwaukee, that's almost a turnover a minute here. Pierce got Simmons in the air, thought he was going to get the whistle, did not. It goes off E out of bounds. It's going to stay Boston ball. Tom Thibodeau on Doc's left, Kevin Eastman on his right. And that one goes off. No, Bob Delaney. Bob Delaney says it went off Pierce out of bounds. Third Celtic turnover. Rondo
trying to keep the ball.
Williams.
Yeah, trying to keep the ball away from Williams so he cannot initiate their offense. And once he gets rid of it.
That's a great looking shot.
Yeah, he is a masterful outside shooter.
Pretty strong in the upper body too, Tom. He's really, you can tell he's worked out with the weights.
I think he's going to be a terrific player.
And there'll be a foul on Bogut as he grabbed Garnett on the way by. Let's check out tonight's Honeydew List, brought to you by Honeydew Donuts. Holiday shopping is slam dunk with Honeydew gift cards and delicious coffee by the pound.
Well, here's the honeydew list that I like. Find some perimeter offense We talked about that earlier with Ray being out. And paint red green, get all over him.
Honeydew, enjoy the local flavor.
The last, take a look at the Rondo move. Here's the bump by Williams. But they're dropping so far below the pick. Rondo's even going to have trouble getting an angle going to the basket. But one of the things that I was encouraged to see just a little while ago is they went into the low post with Garnett, and on the catch he virtually made the move instead of waiting for a double team. And boy, would that enhance his game considerably.
Celtics getting to the line a lot and making the most of it. Simmons in the forecourt. Boston up by 6 here, just about halfway through this first quarter. Michael and Tom Heinsohn, Greg Dickerson here on Comcast Sportsnet. Glad you could join us. And again, the Bucks turn it over.
Yeah, Tony Allen protected the middle, and Red turned to his left hand, which is his shooting hand. And I believe Rondo was right there for the help.
5 turnovers in 5.5 minutes. Pierce.
Yeah, Red switched over, but made a half-hearted attempt to block the shot.
Paul looks very comfortable shooting the ball. Simmons free for a moment as Pierce fell down. Goes inside to Bogut. Bogut with the left hand this time.
That's a great shot. Now, one thing you don't want to happen is Bogut get the ball 3 feet from the basket in the paint. They're playing a zone right now.
Pierce looking over the top of it, trying to make a pass. 5 on the shot clock, and that was not the pass to make. Took too long to get to Tony Allen, and Williams converts on the other end.
Well, the whole side of the weak side of the Buck defense was out on the strong side, and they forgot about Perk completely and Rondo completely.
Doc telling them just run the offense. It doesn't matter what they're in. Burke skips it to Rondo, corner to Pierce, off the catch, gets Simmons in the air. Rebound taken by Bogut. Tony Allen did a nice job getting position. No Paul Williams the other way, and he kicks it around. And still another turnover, the 6th of the first quarter from Milwaukee. 4:50 left to go. 17-13 Boston on Comcast Sportsnet.
You're watching Comcast Sportsnet.
We're back in a 4-point game, 4:50 to go in the first. You want to win $77,777 by watching the Celtics from your couch? Well, log on to ComcastSportsnet.com and enter Foxwoods Take a Shot from home. Each game at the Garden, one viewer will be teamed with a Foxwoods Take a Shot contestant. If they hit a 3, you both get $7,777. If they make one from half court, you both take home $77,777. Log on to ComcastSportsnet.com and check it all out. You know, you get a lot of special treatment as an athlete, but you don't get special treatment from the weather. Right, Greg?
Mike, if you were out trying to drive around Boston yesterday, you know you were probably better off actually walking near any of the major highways or on the major highways, as I actually saw some people doing, or you were just better off staying inside as long as you could. That's what the Celtics did yesterday. They finished practice at Health Point in Waltham about 1:30, and most, if not all, stayed in till about 9 o'clock playing cards and kind of hanging out, most of the guys have a drive of about 5 or 10 minutes to their homes. Kevin Garnett told me, and you, Mike, that his 10-minute drive took him about 2 hours, and he was none too happy with a guy in front of him who got out of his car and proceeded to lock himself out of the car, so he better not come to a game anytime soon. But I'll tell you what, the player of the day goes to Celtics trainer Eddie Lassert in the midst of the Celtics staying at Health Point. He left Health Point, walked to the Bertucci's about 1.5 miles away, got the guys about 6 pizzas, carried them on his head, and walked back 1.5 miles in the snow. And by the way, it was uphill both ways in the snow, as they say.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, too. How would you like to lock yourself out of your car and turn around and see Kevin Garnett staring at you through a snowy wind right behind you? That would not be good. That'd be a bad day. Bad. 17-13. Celtics by 4. Williams, nice job getting in the lane. Simmons right through the hands of Bogut. Looped ahead. Garnett can't track it down. Nice hustle by Kevin to keep it alive, but it's picked off by Williams. Williams pulls up. Misses it. He stripped underneath. And reach-in foul is called on Tony Allen.
Oh, that was a bad call. That was a perfect strip. That was perfectly done. Watch this. This is anticipation. Clean takeaway. Well, Yao is a terrific specimen of a human. He's as tall as he is, and he's perfectly proportioned. And this kid, E, is about the same, only a little slighter of build.
You're right, much bigger through the shoulders and arms than I expected him to be. A game where we have had 12 total field goals and 12 turnovers. Garnett gets the bounce. 4 for 4.
Yeah, I want to tell you, Kevin Garnett, when he turns around up fakes, he can drive right to the hoop for slammers. That's the way you break a zone, is get it in the middle.
Milwaukee shooting it well. They just turn it over too much. That'll be a foul on Rondo.
So this foul was on number 9, Rajon Rondo, his first personal, second team.
Now take a look at Garnett on this play. He's in the paint, that little up fake there. He had a chance to go right to the hoop. He gets the slop job off the front of the rim.
Just the second foul on the Celtics here with less than 4 minutes to go in the first. Nice pass by Bogut and nice finish by Bobby Simmons.
Simmons can play. Now this zone here has caused the Celtics a problem, even if they're trying to run their regular offense.
Garnett finds Rondo. Rondo finds Pierce. E up for the rebound. Second rebound for Giannia. Bogut with an offensive goal. Red, usually his shot. Did Garnett touch it? Yes, he did. It's going to be Milwaukee ball, but first we're going to get a timeout. 2:28 left to go in the first. That was the first shot attempted by Michael Red. Back with 2:28 to go in the first. Boston's up by 2. We're looking for a place to celebrate after a Celtic win. Well, the official Celtic postgame party after the December 19th game against the Pistons will be at the Harp on Causeway Street, just a block from the Garden. Meet Celtic dances and a Celtic legend or two. For more information, log on to Celtics.com. It's open to fans 21 and older. Pierce and Kevin Garnett have attempted 11 of Boston's 13 field goal attempts. So it's the big 2 tonight. Pierce 3 for 7. Garnett 4 for 4. KG shooting 68% over the last 5 games, including tonight.
Well, when you talk about distribution among all these players that are so proficient in scoring and are used to being the main man, that's a great distribution of shots.
Yeah.
And an awareness of each one of them. There are other people on the team.
Garnett takes down the Simmons miss. Glenn Davis is going to check in a moment. Pierce takes it to the rim, comes up on the other side. Burke had it for a moment. Red comes away with it. James Posey is also going to come in for the Celtics as Williams misses a jumper on the other end. Rondo ahead quickly to Pierce. Pierce along the baseline. A good hustle play by Simmons. opposition Tommy point.
There are no opposition Tommy points. Forget it.
Bogut. Follow.
Well, there was a weak side rebounder, and nobody even thought of blocking him out. Celtics, since the Bucks have gone into the zone, their offense has been stagnant.
10-2 run by the Bucks to get back to tie the game here at 19. Skip pass to Rondo. Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, that's what you want to do is they're allowing people to penetrate with the dribble. Just stay under control and somebody will be open.
4 assists for Rondo in the quarter. Final minute here of the first. Washington by 2. Red coming off the curl. Rondo pulls up for the jumper. Sit down.
And Williams went right underneath the pick and gave him a 15-foot shot. That is there all night long for Rondo. I wish they would play me in my day like they're playing Rondo.
Tony Allen picks up that foul. That's his second. Wholesale changes here.
Watch the guy, Williams, go right underneath the pick. Watch this. That's the easiest look you're going to get at making a basket. And it was imperative that he make 1 or 2 of those.
That's going to be a hold, I think, on Glenn Davis as Jalen was rolling to the hoop. Celtics over the limit here now, so E will be at the free throw line, and Rondo, who just went to the bench, is now going to come right back in for Perk as the Celtics want him out there for the final possession of this first quarter. Here are the numbers for E through 21 games. 10 points, 44% shooting, and 5 rebounds. It's pretty impressive. Tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Legal Seafoods. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal.
Well, the Olympic Games are going to be in China.
We'll be in Beijing.
And this man undoubtedly will be on the Olympic team, and along with Yao and Tula.
I think he'll be big one.
Will be formidable.
Yeah, I think they will be. Probably get those home continent calls too. Celtics looking for the final shot here.
I thought the Raiders weren't on strike.
Rondo, nice crossover move in there for 2.
That was so well done.
He needs help. Loops it to half court. And Eric Pistoiak out looking for a foul. And James Posey and Maurice Williams have a little smile about that. 1 down, 3 to go. Here at the TD Bank North Garden, the Celtics have a 25-21 lead at the end 1. You're watching the Boston Celtics on Comcast Sportsnet.
Does it again. You're watching Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back to the city of Boston. We are between storms. Good one yesterday, another one coming up on Sunday. But tonight the Celtics are at the TD Bank North Garden looking to extend their home winning streak. And so far so good, 25-21. Hey, Sports Nuts, would you like to be like Tommy? Well, fans can now log on to ComcastSportsNet.com and make your choice for who deserves the Tommy Award each night. Those who make the same choice that Tommy makes will receive 5,000 points on Sports Nuts. Get the points, get the stuff. Sports Nuts on ComcastSportsNet.com. It's become participatory.
I think that's really important that we get that to the public, because understanding hard play and really devoted players, I hope the fans really truly appreciate what happens there.
I've been watching too many debates. You sounded like a politician.
Did I?
I think it's important we bring this to the public. Knocked down by Williams on the outside. Let's take a look at our quarter stats. They're brought to you by aceticket.com, Boston's best seats. You want the best seats in all of Boston for sports, concert, and theater events? Call aceticket.com at 1-800. My seats, 59% shooting for Boston, edge to Milwaukee in rebounding. Milwaukee, pretty good rebounding team. Rajon Rondo having himself a nice night. 8 points and 4 assists so far for Jean.
And he's just getting wherever he wants to get to because they're forgetting about him. And he's just heading to the hoop.
Bell, a player that Doc was worried about, compared him to Andres Nocioni of Chicago in terms of his influence off the bench on his team. Simmons on the offensive glass, nicely done. Charlie Villanueva, the former UConn star, is also on the floor, along with another UConn star, Jake Voskuhl. Donnie Marshall, about the only guy missing right now. Davis just laid a big pick on Bell. He's still trying to shake it off. Eddie House misses outside. Rebound controlled by Williams. Up ahead to Bell. Bell comes up shooting. Scalabrine trying to keep it alive. And a foul, I think, is called on Scal. Let's check in with Greg.
A couple things, Mike, from Doc in between the first and second quarter. He said to his guys, we've got to get that energy back. You guys really had it the first 6 minutes and then lost it. And then he told his point guards, doesn't matter what they're playing, zone or man, whatever you call, that's what you have to run. Also reminded his guys on the floor right now, we got a small lineup, so everybody's got to crash the boards. I'll let you guys get back to the game. I'm going back to the website because I got to find out exactly how I can be like Tommy.
It'll never happen. Take a look at what you would think is a hard pick. It certainly was. That hurt.
Rajon Rondo is out. Paul Pierce is back in. Rondo with a couple of fouls. Simmons finds Voskuhl, and Jake knocks it down. Celtics get it to Pierce. Simmons there to defend.
I'll tell you, they're not calling the illegal defense.
Scal turns it over on the baseline. Michael Redd comes away with it. The Bucks have a chance to get a lead here. Bell got in the air and got lucky. Redd, nice move. Villanueva deep. Tipped up by Voskuhl twice. Finally controlled by Eddie House. Gets it ahead to Scalabrine. Scal's got Davis up the floor. Posey. Voskuhl comes away with it.
Yeah, but I like the way Big Baby kept after it.
Paul Pierce called for that foul. Down and stay with Michael Redd.
They're having disagreements with Orlandis Poole tonight. That's the third Celtic that has kind of disagreed with his call.
Mason in and Simmons out. 27 apiece, 9-11 to go first half, Boston. Bell. Defense down there by House. Voskuhl, good look. Mason looking for the loud finish, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Glenn Davis.
I got to see that one.
Let's take a look at it.
It's Orlandis again. Let's see what Big Baby does.
He was in the lane.
I don't think he was in the lane, Mike.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was out of there. No, he was. You're right, Mike. Give me 5, Mike.
I'm just going to bask in that while we go to the break.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before. You can't prevent thieves from poking around your identity, but you can stop them before they use it. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out IdentityTruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. Visit IdentityTruth.com today.
We're back at the TD Bank North Garden in a tie game, 27 apiece, 8:56 to go here in the half. New feature tonight is coming up. But first, TD Bank North and the Boston Celtics would like to welcome the Tiger Cub Scouts Pack 88 from Peabody, Mass. as the TD Bank North Kids Clubhouse guests for tonight's game. TD Bank North going above and beyond for kids in all our communities. Transportation provided by Limos by Liz. Now that new feature I told you about, it's tonight's Kia card. It's presented by Kia Motors. Kia, the power to surprise. We are going to be like trading cards here. We're going to fill you in on some background on some Celtic players you might not have known. I didn't know that Glenn Davis was a New Year's baby, for instance, born in 1986 on New Year's Day. And 2006 SEC Player of the Year. That's the same year that Florida had the big three there of Horford and Noah. And who's the third one I'm leaving out there? Brewer. Corey Brewer. Thank you very much, Paul Lucy.
I said it too.
You said it second, though.
Well, it was momentarily.
It was close.
An instant.
It was close.
Hey?
It was close. Mason misses the free throw. We stay deadlocked at 27. The Celtics have House, Posey, Pierce, Davis, and Scalabrini on the floor. It's Red, Bell, Mason, Voskuhl, and Villanueva. Got a lane violation. And Mason has the chance to go for the hat trick.
Lane violation, one more free throw.
That's the third lane violation in the last two games.
Yeah, they're making, putting emphasis on that, right? One of the big things in the game. Put emphasis on that one.
Mason just coaxed that one in. Bucks by one. Davis defended by Voskuhl. Pierce coming around the screen. Pierce now trying to post up Mason. Voskuhl comes to help, and Voskuhl will be called with the foul.
Watch Pierce now into the paint. Pick the ball up, and they're only going to give him one shot. So they'll take it out on the side.
Kevin Garnett, a perfect 5 of 5 in the first 11 minutes of this game. Pierce. Nope. Davis. Another foul called on Voskuhl.
Big Baby had him really positioned up. Look, he controlled that whole side of the basket.
He got there first.
Yeah, and this guy really knows how to position for rebounds. That was perfectly done. By getting the man underneath the basket like that, he controlled that whole side of the court for the rebound.
Eddie House for three off the catch.
Get him, Eddie! That's the guy that needs to get hot for this ball club tonight, with Ray Allen being on the bench.
Villanueva. Just intent on shooting them.
Villanueva, they tell me, has been playing really exceptional ball, but he is the guy that's been playing terrific basketball. And Villanueva, the last time they played, what a nice play.
Everything but the bucket for Glenn Davis. Michael Red, that slingshot. Taking 2 field goals.
Yeah, well, that's Michael Red now. I have a need to shoot the ball.
Kevin Garnett will come back in next whistle. Eddie House, tough shot, no. Villanueva with the rebound inside.
Well, there's only one guy underneath there on the offensive boards, and that's Big Baby.
Villanueva in the lane, and he banks it home off the square. The Bucks go up by 2. Pretty quiet in the TD Bank North Garden at the moment. 7 minutes to go in the half. Posey. Pierce. Red, a little push on the arm.
Well, they're holding defense.
Anyway.
They're defense is inside the foul line and inside the green area. And you can get 15-foot shots against this team anytime you want.
Green chasing Red out. Loose on the floor. It's picked off by Davis. And foul is going to go against Bell, who just got tangled up with Glenn more than anything else.
Okay, that's a nice play by Big Baby. Look at that. Quick feet. As big a guy as he is, you don't expect those feet to be being picked up and put down as quickly as he's been able to do it. And that was a nice steal.
Glenn Davis out and Kendrick Perkins back in. Kevin Garnett also has come back in for the Celtics. So it's Posey, House, Pierce, Garnett, and Perkins. Burke can't get the hook shot to stay down, and Villanueva plays it. Third rebound for Villanueva since coming in. Bucks a good rebounding team. Celtics going to have their hands full in that category tonight. And Kendrick Perkins is called with the foul down the baseline.
Celtics foul was on number 43, Kendrick Perkins.
Well, Perk looks like he's moving pretty effectively tonight. Big toe problem or no big toe problem.
Yeah, he does seem to be. Hogan misses the first. Tonight's bonus code brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection is your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. Bogut has a couple of flagrant fouls this year. He and Jamal Tinsley lead the league in that category right now. So Bogut showing some toughness in the middle. Pierce. Blocking foul on Bogut there. He leads the NBA in fouls right now at over 4 a game. And he's right on pace. 5:53 to go, first half. Tied at 32 here on Comcast Sportsnet. Back in a tie game, 5:53 to go, first half. Celtics fans, if you're looking to secure tickets to sold-out games this year, discounts on the hottest Celtics merchandise, and the opportunity to purchase playoff tickets, now is your chance to join Club Green, the new official fan membership club of the Celtics. You'll receive these great benefits and a whole lot more. To find out how to do it and how to be a part of Club Green and the 2 levels of membership, visit Celtics.com or call 866-GO-CELTICS and get your Club Green membership today. Let's check in with Greg.
Mike, not used to seeing just 2 shots out of Michael Redd through a quarter and a half of play, as you guys were mentioning before. One of the best pure shooters in all of basketball. But as he was saying to me before the ball game, said, I knew the knock on me was that I was just one-dimensional. I was thought of as just a scorer. So he wanted to diversify his game. He's done that, as a matter of fact. Said he wanted to be a better defender, have better court vision, be a better rebounder. With all that, he also worked on his body, dropped some weight, changed his conditioning. And if you look at his numbers from the Orlando game, almost had a triple-double, first one of his NBA career. And you look at his averages, rebounds, and assists thus far this year through 21 games, they are career highs for him.
Yeah, it's a great note, too, on his workout routine. He took his body fat from, I think it was about 14 down to about 6. He looks much more fit than he ever did in the past. Eddie House hangs in the lane for 2.
Well, the Celtics turned down about 3 3-point shots that time.
Red rejected by Perkins. Larry Krystkowiak really upset. He thought it was a goaltend. Inside, Perk couldn't handle it. Bell comes away with it, throws it ahead to Red. 2 and a foul.
Watch Perk come from out of nowhere and swat that one away. That's a Tommy point. That's a hustle play, and here's the hoop coming up. And they call the foul on Posey. So Red have a chance at a 3-point play.
Tony Allen is back in, Posey out. What Kevin Garnett just said to Derek Stafford, the official, but he could barely keep his whistle in his mouth. He was laughing so. Pierce trying to muscle it in, can't. Villanueva comes away with it. Bell keeps the dribble alive. Villanueva, wow, never hesitates. So buries it. 3-point field goal for Villanueva. He's got 7 off the bench on 3 of 5 shooting in just 7 minutes. And the Bucks have their biggest lead, 4 points. Bucks not afraid to shoot the 3. Inside Perkins, trying to get it to KG. In traffic, back to Perk. And Mason up there to challenge. And Perkins will get to the free throw line. Pretty slick interior passing there by Garnett.
Well, Garnett got caught underneath the basket here, and they surrounded him. And there's a good pass, good hands by Perk to come up with it.
So Perk, 7 points, 5 rebounds, shooting 63%. Judicious in his shot selection.
Before his career is over, he's going to add more aspects of basketball to his game. I think he'll be a better scorer next season than he will be this year, and I think this year he will be ever improving by the end of the campaign, so that he can be a terrific functioning low post player.
Mason takes it into the paint. Red really wants the ball. They finally get it to him with 10 on the shot clock. And makes a tough shot with the left hand.
Yeah, and Tony Allen played right on that shooting hand.
Yes, he did.
Red got over the top of him.
Tony, the inside feed to Garnett. No. Perk is stripped inside. It'll stay Boston ball. So after leading every game at the half, the Celtics in danger of being down at the half for the second straight game. Jake Vosco is going to come back in. He comes in for Bogut. And Williams comes in for Bell.
Defensive 3-second violation.
A defensive 3-second violation is called. You've been waiting for one of those.
I will tell you, because the middle guy in there, the bottom part of their zone, has never gotten out of the paint, and he's guarding nobody. On every Celtic possession, they practically could call an illegal defense. I mean, it's a high school zone they're playing.
Pearson double figures now with 10. Garnett also with 10. Nobody on the Bucks in double figures yet. Williams has 9.
Well, they're all loading up to get at Pierce.
Rondo, Perkins thought he was open. Rondo couldn't get an angle. Misses the jump shot. Ripped off by Mason.
I like to see Rondo go right through and out the other side every once in a while.
Yep, with you. Pierce again defending Red. They get it too. Nice pass by Red. Pretty good catch there by Bosco too. That was a fastball Red threw in there. It's the biggest Buck lead, and it's a very quiet TD Bank North Garden right now. Tony Allen, 3.
Now that's what they need from Tony Allen to match what Ray Allen would give them. They're giving 2 players wide open outside shots. Tony Allen's one of them and Rondo's the other.
That's his first field goal attempt. Williams. Mason. Nope.
That's great defense by Pierce.
Tony off the bounce this time. Well short.
He didn't get up where he thought he was going to get to.
Allen, the quick hands, and comes up with the steal. 3-on-1 Boston break. Allen to KG. Milwaukee. Celtics a 5-0 run with 2:07 to go in the half. We are tied at 42. Kevin Garnett. Back in the tie game, 2:07 to go in the half, 42 apiece. Hey, you tired of the New England winter already? Well, log on to ComcastSportsNet.com. Become a sports nut and enter for your chance to win a trip for two to Fort Myers Beach in February as Dick's Sporting Goods takes us on the road. Enjoy the beach. Watch live tapings of Mohegan Sun Sports tonight and rub elbows with players all week long. Visit ComcastSportsNet.com for details. The on-the-road sweepstakes, because every baseball season starts at Dick's.
Well, here is some good defense developing. Now watch this as Tony Allen gets that deflection, and then Villanueva puts it behind his back, can't hold on. But this is really good. I like what Tony Allen did that time, and the hustling Garnett. He passed the ball backwards so that lone defender could not get in the passing lane to deflect the ball. And Garnett, with the hustle, got the easy one.
Villanueva finds Williams in a hurry. We'll go under 2 minutes on this possession.
2 minutes to play in the quarter.
Villanueva. Michael Red Widow to the crowd got there. Finds Simmons. Rebound Garnett. 4th rebound for Kevin here in the half. Rondo to Pierce. Pierce with time. Rondo sneaks in there to steal it. Finds Pierce on the cut.
That's a turning point for Rondo. What a nice hustle play. Yeah, the old beret.
That's right. Wear that up in
Whipped it out.
Wear
Whipped
that
it
up
out.
in Toronto.
That's
Bring that along with you up there.
only if we go to Montreal would I wear a beret. Watch this. And there's Rondo underneath, comes up with the rebound, and then makes the great play to Pierce on the cut.
Personal foul.
Now Rondo now what? He's got 8 points.
Yep. 4 assists. 5 assists.
5 assists, yeah.
Garnett comes to the screen, Rondo inside, and that was a tough pass to handle. And it goes off one of the Bucks.
Celtics ball.
A man that's on the baseline there like Rondo, got to get himself in a position where he's a potential scorer too.
Pierce, little fall away. Nope. Garnett momentarily had it, and he kept it alive long enough for Tony Allen to come up with it. Pierce spins in the lane to the basket, and he'll get to the line.
Now that's a hustle play on the rebound, and here's the drive, and here's the spin move right into Bosco, who had a hand on his waist and then bumped him.
Stick around for the McDonald's halftime report with Gary and Donnie. Breakdown of tonight's first half, and Jose Canseco with some things to say about A-Rod. What do you think of the Mitchell report there? Any thoughts?
Good luck. Good luck in baseball. You know, how can they do anything against people that they have no tests on? Or it's ridiculous. Everybody's up in arms. You ban it from there on in. That's all you can do. And if somebody wasn't picked up with testing.
Williams gets to the bucket. 46-44. Celtics will be unable to get the final shot of the half here, unless they get an offensive rebound at the pace. Garnett back to Perkins, and if you're turned over, you're definitely not going to get the last shot. And Milwaukee will have a chance here to tie it or take a lead with a 3.
Right. Nice call. Give me another 5.
There you go. You got
The
it.
Celtics number
You
50,
got it.
Eddie House replaces Rajon Rondo.
Eddie House in and Rondo out, and gets a little instruction from Doc Rivers before he takes a seat.
Yeah, and they wanted him to keep Williams in front of him, and he stayed with him and then gave up on him, and that's how Williams got that layup.
He comes out to set a screen. Williams, nice pass. Villanueva, there's no whistle. Everybody stood around like there was a whistle. There was none.
That's the end of the first half.
And the Celtics will take a 2-point lead to the locker room. Larry Kostoyak saying, like, what the heck happened there? And the answer is not much. Celtics go to the locker room with the lead. The Bucks, though, who have been playing very well, coming in the Garden off a win over Orlando, put a pretty good half on Boston. 46-44, Celtics by 2. McDonald's halftime report with the guys is coming by now. Tonight's AAA First Half Replay is brought to you by AAA Travel. Book your next vacation now. Call AAA or go to AAA.com. 46-44, the Celtics have got themselves a 2-point lead. We're at the TD Bank North Garden along with a sellout crowd. I'm Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. And for the second consecutive game at home here, Tom, the Celtics have had their hands full.
Yeah, and they were starting to cruise there until they changed Milwaukee changed the defense and played a zone. It took a little while for the Celtics to adjust their offense. And they also started walking the ball up the floor instead of the attack mode that they were playing in. So hopefully they can pick up the pace of this game and not let them get into that zone defense. And you ought to be able to get inside. And they started to do that more and more.
Hey, Greg, what do the coaches have to say?
Mike, that's basically exactly what Celtics coaches told their guys during halftime is don't let their zone set up. Get the ball, push the ball up the floor a little bit more before they can set up that zone. Also, too, obviously with Ray Allen out, Celtics coach was feeling that maybe the guys were a little bit too hesitant forcing some shots and not trying to attack that zone enough and get the ball down low. On the defensive end, they want to do a better job of protecting the glass, feeling that the Bucks got too many offensive rebounds, especially in that second quarter.
For the second game in a row, Greg, Tommy and the coaches right on the same page.
Gonna make me start thinking that he knows a thing or two about basketball.
He's just hanging around the locker room with his ear against the wall. Tony Allen takes it hard to the bucket. And E comes away with the rebound. How good have the Celtics been at home in the second half, holding opponents to 34 points per game. See what they can do here against this Buck team that's feeling pretty good about themselves at this particular moment.
Boy, that was a great shot by Red. Tony Allen was right there, and Red just turned and shot like Tony wasn't even there.
Pierce able to control it after it's partially deflected, sends it back to Rondo. Rondo, the leaner no. Perkins trying to keep it alive, and can't. Take a look at the halftime stats. They're brought to you by Ace Ticket, for Boston's best seats. Call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. 49% shooting for Milwaukee. That's way above what the Celtics usually allow. And the Milwaukee bench coming up big so far. Red traveling is called. 11, make it 12 turnovers now for Larry Kostoyak's squad.
That was a great step out by Perk and really cut off the thought of Red just rolling to the hoop, and that's what caused the walk.
Tony trying to explode to the basket and gets fouled again. That is nice to see. Tony making an aggressive move like that on the baseline.
Well, this is just a great handoff. Well done. And he just got fouled before he get to the top of his leap.
Tony, as we've said, becoming more and more aggressive. First 12 games this year, Tony only had 1 offensive rebound. He's had 4 in the last 5 games. And if he can get that explosion back and the confidence that goes with it, it'll be a tremendous boon to Boston's bench.
Well, he was so good last year when Paul Pierce went out. He was reaching the all-star level, to tell you the truth. Just a shame.
Boston by 2 here. Rondo picks up Williams. Bogut. Jianlian. Williams from the corner calmly knocks down a 3. And the Bucks retake the lead at 49-48.
The Cedar Celtics are walking it up now.
Williams is 6 of 9 from the field, and the Bucks are shooting 52% as a team. Garnett. Nope. Williams. He kicks it out, and Red trying to shoot it before he caught it. And that's the 13th Milwaukee turnover. Milwaukee started this game tonight turning the ball over like crazy, and then they, over the last 5 or 6 minutes of that half, were very good with the basketball. Now they start in the third quarter a little sloppy. Bogut pushing Garnett out. Rondo. Offensive rebound to Perk. Pierce for 3. Knocks it down off the feet from Garnett.
Now Rondo's got to keep taking that shot. And he was around the rim.
Rondo 3 for 8 in the game. Only Pierce has attempted more field goals than Rondo.
Boy, Garnett was out there.
Rondo will get to the line.
Garnett really was so far out in front of everybody. There's a nice handoff, and there is absolutely the hack of all hacks. And I don't mean a political hack.
So Rondo will be at the line for 2, where he is 2 for 2 tonight. 5 assists, as you can see.
Every time Garnett hands the ball off on that type of play, that goes into the scouting reports, and all of a sudden that makes his defender have to stay back and protect against the pass, and that allows Garnett to really free up his ability to shoot.
5-0 Celtic run here. He loses the handle. Tony Allen comes up with it. Tony up the middle. Leaves it for Pierce. Steps into a 3.
Now the Celtic defense is starting to pick up here.
3 steals for Tony Allen. Nearly got a 4th right there. Red can't make a pay. Wow, that's a bad miss for Red, and that's a foul on E. Got a piece of Paul Pierce, and a pretty good piece too. Second foul on Jianlian.
Boy, they get up quickly. Look at that defense, totally disorganized right now, and there you leave a 3-point shooter wide open, looking straight in. That's what happens when you hustle a ball up the floor quickly. And that's what the coaches were talking about.
Skip pass, Rondo steps into the shot. Nope. Comes right back to him. Drives for 2. 10-0 run by Boston. Timeout for Milwaukee. 8:12 to go. We're in the third on the home of the Celtics. Comcast. 58-49, 8:12 to go in the third. The Celtics on top off a 10-0 run. Boston Celtics group tickets are on sale right now. Available to groups of 20 or more. It includes great seats are welcome for your group on the Jumbotron, special catering options, and a whole lot more. Bring your group ticket stub to any Modell's sporting goods store, and you'll get 15% off your total purchase of regular priced merchandise. To inquire about available dates and seating, call 866-GO-CELTICS or visit Celtics.com. It's courtesy of Modell's.
Take a look at what Rondo did here. There's the skip pass over the top. Rondo steps to what he thinks is his range. He front rims it, gets the rebound, and then Yee just lets him go all the way. He turned him loose now. Maybe that's the way they play defense in China.
Celtics dominating this third quarter as they have for 7 straight games. They come out of the locker room with a purpose. Traveling violation on E, and Garnett slaps it away just to send a little message. 15 Milwaukee turnovers.
Now that little pressure in the backcourt, they advanced the ball quickly and really never took advantage of. They had the Celtics outnumbered that time.
Rondo to Perkins.
I'll tell you, I think they drew that up. I honestly believe that they, at that timeout, had Rondo thinking about, don't go to the corner, get underneath the basket, and we'll find you, and then you find somebody else. Now watch this. There's Rondo underneath, and immediately there's Kirk coming up from the elbow. That's the third personal they just called on Rondo, and I think the big guy was shucking him.
Perkins chases Red all the way out to the logo. Mason. 2. Just 5 points though in the game for Desmond Mason. Austin by 9 at 60-51. Tony Allen right off the catch. Rebound Mason. 5th rebound for Mason. Williams smart. Like the Globetrotters in that particular.
Milwaukee ball.
It'll stay Milwaukee ball.
Yeah, one thing Rondo's got to learn how to do is not take a step to the pick, is take a step over the pick. And he's getting caught up for a half a count against some really nifty dribblers and quick guys.
Yen knocks it away, and it'll stay Celtic ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Paul Pierce looking for a signal in terms of what they're going to run here. Pierce spins. Tony Allen explodes to the basket.
Boy, he gets that back into his repertoire. Big time coming off the bench.
9 points in the game for Tony Allen, starting in place of Ray Allen tonight. Ray out for tonight, maybe out for Sunday. E down low gets 2. He's in double figures now with 10. Boston leads by 9. Rondo trying to make his way through a crowd, and he's fouled a couple of times. Williams will pick it up. That's his 3rd.
Well, take a look at what happens here. Here's Tony. Nobody really gets out in front of him, and then I'll tell you, he just explodes there on that first step and then takes it high. Very strong. Beautifully done.
Pierce. Whoa!
Was that Michael Red trying to defend Pierce? And I emphasize trying.
3 for 3 on threes in the 3rd, the Celtics are. Williams gives it back to E. Pierce, a traffic rebound. Pierce, nice pass. Garnett trying to get the contact and the basket.
My goodness. Don't hurt the ball now, please. We got to play with that ball. This is great play. That is the hit by E.
That's his 3rd personal team.
It's very funny.
We'd have to talk to him about that.
You can talk to him. I'm not talking to
He'll
him.
blow
about
some
it.
more rosin at you if you do it.
Right. 6 of 8 shooting. Again, he has been on just an incredible roll the last 6 or 7 games shooting the basketball. Continues to rise up in the NBA leaders in terms of field goal percentage. Watch this. Tell me this guy isn't intense. Get out of here.
4 dribbles off the
Really?
forehead.
Yeah.
He'll leave,
That will leave a mark.
absolutely. Spalding backwards.
Here's the shooting over the last 4 games. About 67%. Red, very uncharacteristic night for Red. 3 of 9, and only 7 points here. And again, the Celtics are just jumping on people defensively here. Rebound Garnett. 5th of the night for KG. Rondo. Got it.
That's beautiful. That was beautifully done.
20-4 is the Boston run. 68-53 is the score. 5:07 left to play in the third. Kevin Garnett with 13 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists actually has gone 6 straight games now without a double-double, which is his longest streak since 1999. But Kevin does not concentrate on numbers anymore except the final score, and the final score has been in the Celtics' favor 18 out of 20 games. Tonight's official league leaders are brought to you by TD Bank North, the official bank of the Boston Celtics, and as a result of his team play this year, Kevin Garnett leads all in the East All-Star balloting with 735,000 votes. That's an appreciable lead on LeBron James and the beast of the East, Dwight Howard.
The beast of the East.
That's what he is. It remains Bogut. Ivy has come in now. Simmons, Jianlian. Ivy, who started the year with Atlanta. I mean, this defense the Celtics are playing is just something to behold. It's like there's about 7 of them out there.
Well, every time somebody puts the ball on the floor, they go after it. Really great.
Rondo threw it away, trying to get it back to Garnett.
Yeah.
That's Milwaukee's only hope, is to like shoot it deep.
And on the quick.
Yeah, exactly. This is the way they played against Chicago in that 4th quarter. Where it's like they couldn't get off the offensive end fast enough because they wanted to jump in people's faces on the defensive end. Bogut. Perk is going to be whistled for that foul.
Take a look at this good defensive stance right here. I mean, this is everybody is digging at the ball. They don't know what they're doing. And here it is again. That should have been a charge or a walk or something. But here the Celtics come up with the ball.
The crowd upset with that call, and you can see why here. Watch this play by Perk.
Watch this. And they say Perk pushed him. No way did Perkins push him. And the official ought to take that back and go to confession tomorrow. He needs a penance after that one.
Tony Allen. Off the floor to Bogut.
Yeah, Tony's trying to take jump shots, and if you can't get up,
take it to the basket.
Yeah, no, not take it to the basket. Shoot a push shot. Shoot a push shot. But that
he had nobody in front of him though. He could have taken it 3 feet closer to the basket. Easily. Bell finally knocks one down. 1 of 2 off the bench. Perkins sending a little message to E there. Celtics get it to Garnett with 8 on the shot clock. Step away. Nope. Simmons right off the catch. And the Celtics are going to take a timeout. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in the third. Celtics are up by 11. Paul Pierce shooting it deep and shooting it well. He's got 23 to lead all scorers. We're back. Celtics are up by 11, 68-57, 2:52 to go in the third. You can go behind the green on Celtics Now. This week, Johnny Marshall and Laura Benke go behind the scenes with the Garden Bull Gang. And Scott Pollard visits the auto show at the Convention Center in this week's edition of Planet Pollard. Celtics Now, tonight at 11 on Comcast Sportsnet. Greg, did you know that I once was a member of the Bull Gang?
You?
Yes.
For how long?
Oh, a couple of years when I was in college.
He was the head bull.
I was not.
Known you for a while.
I was a calf.
I've known you for a while now, Mike. You're very good at bull. I'll tell you that
no,
much.
It's the truth. I was. I can tell you where every screw out there is. I know where it is.
No, that's the old floor.
We'll talk more about that tomorrow up in Toronto over dinner. E. Leon, as you can imagine, had a very difficult transition to the United States. Not necessarily in terms of basketball, but he was telling me before the game that it was real hard to get used to just life in general off the floor, but things are much better now on the floor. Michael Redd says the thing that I learned about him is that he's just so coachable, and I love that. He listens. You can't say that about a lot of young players, Redd said. As for Doc, one thing he's noticed in his last few games is exactly how well and how much he's putting the ball on the floor and willing to drive, something he said he didn't see earlier on this season.
Greg Oden and Mike Conley, they're two guys whose NBA careers have yet to start. A little feisty down there.
Well, I put Simmons on Pierce now for defensive purposes, and Simmons is going to muscle Pierce. And
we get technical fouls called on Simmons and Pierce.
Well, Simmons is muscling Pierce right now, and Stafford is letting it happen.
Double technical fouls have been called against number 21 Bobby Simmons of Milwaukee and number 34 Paul Pierce of the Celtics.
Double tech. Simmons gets one, Pierce gets one.
Yeah, but so what if Simmons gets bounced?
Well, it's only the first foul on Pierce. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Garnett and Simmons are going to jump it up, and Garnett controls the tip.
Celtics ball.
Simmons came in there hard on that drive by Pierce. It remains Celtic ball.
Well, that was a veteran move there, because figured that perhaps he might get a foul on Simmons.
Pierce, a deep three. Oh! Pierce is 5 for 7 shooting threes, knocked away by Garnett. Looped ahead to Pierce. Pierce would have been a heat check right there if he threw that one in. Garnett spinning in the lane for 2.
You know, and Yee could have blocked that shot.
Largest Celtic lead, and the Celtics are feisty out there right now. Villanueva. Here comes Rondo. Rondo to Pierce again. Rebound to E.
Rondo that time, that's the time to go dribble right through the defense and to the hoop, and if they let you go, take the layup.
Posey comes down with the Simmons miss.
Boy, they're just happy to get any kind of shot off right now, Milwaukee.
Yeah, they really are. They're taking them quick because they don't want to risk too many passes. Rondo. Yes, and a foul.
Well, they got fouled twice, I'll tell you that. And there's Garnett picking him up. You're my man. Watch this. This kid is going to be able to do all kinds of great things going to the basket as soon as he really gets the feel of the pro game. That was wonderfully done.
Kevin Garnett sits down, 29 minutes, 15.7 rebounds, 4 assists. And the leader of this Celtic defense that has held Milwaukee to 13 third-quarter points with a minute to go. Rondo with 9 points here in the quarter has got 17 overall. Bell. Rebound, Glenn Davis. Celtics have outscored Milwaukee 30-13 in this quarter. It is the 8th straight third quarter that the Celtics have owned.
Milwaukee fouls on number 21.
Here's tonight's legal seafood trivia question. If it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. Name the only school that produced the first overall pick in the NBA and the NFL in the same year. Got that? Number 1 overall pick in the NBA and the NFL in the same year. That's a good trivia question. We'll have the answer for you coming up. Davis knocks down another free throw. The second Celtic rookie ever to go to the line 10 times in the game and make every one of them. Ryan Gomes being the other. It's in the last 10 years.
Oh, thank you.
I was waiting for you. I was giving you room there.
But the archives, shut the archives down, did they?
Simmons muscles 2 up inside.
Pierce actually got a piece of it.
We're trying to get Eddie House into the game. He didn't get to the scorer's table quick enough. Doctor's yelling at him and said, run! Tell you to go in, run! Pierce. And Boston has taken control of this game in the third quarter. It's the same story here at the TD Bank North Garden. Teams play close for about a half, and then the Celtics come out and just bite their numbers off in the third quarter. 78-59. Boston after 3. Not a bad night here in Boston, Massachusetts, cleaning up from yesterday's snow, getting ready for more, supposedly headed this way on Sunday. Mike Gorman, Tom Heinsohn, Greg Dickerson, all here at the TD Bank North Garden, where the Celtics have opened up a 78-59 lead with 12 minutes to go as we start the fourth quarter. And the numbers through 3 are brought to you by Ace Ticket. For the best seats in all of Boston, call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. There are the numbers. Boston shooting a 3, 50%. Edge at the line, and a big edge in second chance points, something that the Bucks have been very good at. Pierce spins. Posey with time. Oh, tipped up and in by Tony Allen.
Oh, that's terrible. He picked the ball. These guys.
It's just a warning.
Yeah, but they shouldn't even be a warning. Just adjust them.
Tony Allen in double figures now in his starting role with 11. Ivy from the corner misses. Voskuhl the rebound. Back to Ivy. Blocked by Davis. Picked off by Posey. over to Eddie House, inside Davis. Taken by Villanueva, and here comes Bell.
They kind of got pushed there, but remember the one they called on Perk? That was a non-push.
Villanueva sends it back out to Ivy. Fresh clock. Bell, 2. Rondo's going to come back in here in a moment. Pierce will bring it across as Eddie House was being pressured by Ivy and couldn't get to the ball. Oh, good crossover by Pierce. And blocking foul is called underneath.
Take a look at this Tony Allen effort on the offensive glass. Comes from the corner, gets inside the big guy and outleaps him. And nice soft touch there, gets the 2. So Pierce will be at the line right now for a couple.
Pierce having his best stretch in years at the free throw line. Tonight's Boston Celtic game brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the NBA and your Boston Celtics. Pierce at 90% over the last 8 games, 53 of 59 after shooting just 76% in the first 12 games of the year. Paul Pierce shoots high 80s in free throws. He's going to put a lot of points on the board because he gets to the line a lot. Posey comes down with that.
That's hustle. That's a tummy point for Posey.
21 the Boston lead, matching their largest lead. Davis, size advantage on Simmons. Sends it out to Allen over to Pierce. Pierce, nope. Villanueva, who does a nice job off the glass, comes up with his 7th rebound in 17 minutes. Simmons. Love to watch Doc here. His team's up 19 points. He's all over guys if they miss the defensive side.
Yes. This is the second unit.
Tony Allen back out to Davis. Pierce with time. Nope. Pierce 9 of 22 now again. Bosco short. Posey's got it. 5th rebound for James off the bench, and Eddie House will set the offense. Celtics will take it under 9 minutes.
Well, the Celtics were very productive in that 3rd quarter because they controlled the pace of the game and they attacked on every possession.
Boston with a turnover there. They have not had many since the 1st quarter. Ivy comes up with 2 on the other end. Makes it 17. Giving Eddie House some time at the point here. Over the top to Pierce, gets the bump, and he will get to the free throw line, and we'll get ourselves a timeout. 8 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. The headband a bit askew, but the Celtics are up by 17. Celtics are up by 17, 8:25 to go in the 4th. Celtic fans, now's your chance to reserve a luxury suite for Celtic home games this year, whether you're entertaining clients or employees or even just a fun night out with family and friends. Private suites are just the perfect place to be. Enjoy great views of the court, waitstaff service, catering options, and a whole lot more. To reserve a suite for a game this season, please call the Celtics at 866-GO Celtics. A look at the suites right there. It's a good place to be. Celtics ahead 82-65 here, leading by 17, and that man, number 26 right there, that is Bob Delaney. He is in his 21st season as an NBA referee, but as some of you may or may not know, for 14 years before becoming an NBA referee, Bob was a member of the New Jersey State Police, involved in something called Project Alpha, which was a deep cover investigation into organized crime. Bob spent 3 years undercover as a part of organized crime as a member of the New Jersey State Police, later testified before the United States Senate, and in February has a book coming out called Covert, which will tell you the story of his time undercover as a New York State policeman. Quite a story. That's 2 very distinct lives this man has had.
Yep. And from New Jersey, too.
Yeah.
Strong people.
Strong people come from New Jersey. People of character.
Right. You got it.
Absolutely. Tony Allen out there defending Ivy. Pierce on Simmons. Those 2 seem to have calmed down. Bell. Ivy will chase House around. Pierce along the baseline. Will get to the free throw line again.
What a nice play by Pierce. Watch him just put the ball over the top of the man's shoulder, inside, up fake, and there's the foul by Simmons. Beautifully done.
So Pierce will be at the free throw line as Paul has had a number of season highs, which we'll recount for you in a couple of minutes in this game. In a minute, so.
Well, Tony Allen will gain a little rest on the bench. He ends up right now with 11 points and 3 rebounds, and really some good defense on Red and anybody else he's been defending.
Here's the answer to tonight's legal seafood trivia question. The only school to produce the #1 overall pick in the NBA and the NFL draft in the same year, Utah. And who were the 2 picks? In 2005, Alex Smith, the quarterback, and Andrew Bogut, an Australian, coming to the NBA. That's our legal seafood trivia question. Second time this year now. Paul Pierce has gone over 30 in a game. And he has combined in those 2 games for 23 for 23 free throw shooting. It's only the second time, or actually it's the first time this year, that Pierce has attempted more than 20 field goals in a game, which is quite a switch from years past.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing with Ray Allen being on the bench. He accepted the role of really being a stabilizing influence on the offense. And he'll get a rest right now with 7:20 to go, and the Celtics up 19. Now this is how you develop a team. Right now, the people that are in this game will be counted on as the season progresses more and more to come off the bench and really function as a terrific unit.
Eddie House.
Oh, yes.
Rondo, the only starter on the floor. He has 8 assists tonight to go with 17 points. Boston gets the handle, throws it away. Davis, good pass to Poe.
Well, Leon knows how to play this game.
Yeah. Boy, Davis has a real sense for the game, though, doesn't he?
Yes,
he really does.
In it goes, and there Davis immediately sees the cutter who's open, and
a terrific pass, shoulder high, right there to catch.
Right.
Yeah.
Catchable pass,
Yeah.
a catchable pass. You know, when there's distance for the player that's going to receive it to see the ball, that's a great pass. When the distance keeps closing down, like 4 feet, 5 feet, whatever, bounce passes. You got to give the big guy a chance to see the ball so he can catch it.
Celtics huge edge at the free throw line, and they continue to really shoot it well. 25 of 26 for the line tonight. Ray Allen resting. Probably will rest on Sunday.
The Zurich is in there.
Yeah.
They got terrific athlete that
Villanueva doesn't hesitate, misses it. Rebound loose. loose. Ivy for Gazarich, and he turns to the back outside. Gazarich attended Governor Dummer up there in Byfield, Massachusetts. Ivy stays with it and gets 2. 90-69 with 6 minutes to go. So that's putting a lot of points on Milwaukee here. Coming up next for the Celtics, a Sunday afternoon game in Toronto.
Okay, that's a good shot by Baby. Didn't try to do too much with it. As soon as he freed up the shooting hand, got into the jumper.
Villanueva's little runner does not go down. Davis comes away with it. Toronto bench coming up huge now. Look at that, 60 points off the bench, and that's without TJ Ford, who I don't think is going to play on Sunday, if I can believe when I read in the Toronto newspapers this morning, but that's a tremendous performance by that bench. And a win, I believe that was at Indiana, too. 5:18 to go in the 4th. Celtics in control.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before, and it's much more than just your credit information. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out identitytruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. No credit card required. Just visit identitytruth.com today.
90-69, 5:18 to go here in the 4th quarter. Celtics are on top tonight. Celtic game brought to you in part by Legal Seafoods. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it just isn't legal. Let's take a look at tonight's Supercut of the game, brought to you by Supercuts. Every time Rajon Rondo has had himself a game, Tony.
Well, I'll tell you, once he missed a couple of shots on a baseline, and all of a sudden he got his act going at little jumpers, pull-ups, and then this type of thing, just dribbling into the defense and finding the blue sky, and then some great passing. So Rondo very prominent in this game from an offensive standpoint, not only just handling the ball, but scoring points. He's got 17 points.
That's our Supercut of the game, brought to you by Supercuts every time. Greg Pruitt's on the floor. Rondo's going to get a rest here. So a love tap there from Kevin Garnett. Celtics turn it over.
Leon had a hard run, but he, on the catch, would have been a difficult catch, and then the dribble, and the man was hanging right on his shoulder. So Posey tried to get it to Eddie, and just looked Eddie off the pass. Eddie didn't think he was going to get it.
Interesting, each team has 29 field goals in this game. And yet the Celtics are up 23.
This kid Pruitt is a quick learner. He was right out there at the top of the defense and anticipated the swing of the ball.
Villanueva, nope. Simmons gets the weak side rebound. Tries to shoot it himself. It's that time of the game.
Simmons for 3.
Bombs away time.
Pruitt.
That is going to be his shot. He is a smooth shooter.
Down and back a couple of times to the NBDL, Utah to be specific. He's getting some frequent fly miles.
That was a nice play. Posey was trying to set up Eddie House in the corner, and he just kept moving to pick off Eddie's man. But Pruitt was very alert to who was open.
Pruitt nearly got another one. Rebound off the floor to Gabe.
You know, he's a tricky, fast
Yeah, he is. He's kind of sneaky
player.
fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's so fluid, he doesn't even look like he's moving.
Nice crossover there. And the pass goes through Leon Poe's hands. And it goes off Ivy out of bounds. So Celtics have it with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Scalabrini in, James Posey will come out.
Yeah, I'd like to see Scal get some minutes here because he has had irregular time. And he needs to sharpen his game on the playing conditions a little bit. Posey did a nice job tonight. So Doc is keeping everybody's head in this team.
Rebound to Simmons, and we're under 3 minutes to go in the game. Celtics by 22. Story has it pinned by Leon Poe.
Leon.
Got Kevin Garnett up quickly. Anyhow, Leon will get to the line. And we will get another timeout here. Fourth quarter coming to an end. Kevin Garnett and the starters getting a chance to enjoy from the sidelines. Boston by 22.
Tonight's Boston Celtics game was brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines, by your New England Ford dealers, by TD Bank North, by Supercuts, by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, and by Foxwoods Resort Casino.
We are back. Celtics are enjoying this. 94-72, 2:36 to go. The Speedy Oil Change of the game is brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your certified auto service center.
Boy, that's some great defense against Michael Redd tonight. And Tony Allen was very much a part of that from the get-go. And Michael Redd has 3 for 9 from the field and 7 points and 0 for 3 from the arc. And Tony Allen was no more than 2 steps away from Michael all night long.
Redd had been averaging 25 a game against the Celtics in the last 5 games. And 10 of his last 11 had gone over 20 against Boston, but not tonight. Couldn't even get the double figures. That's how Speedy Oil Change of the game. Brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your certified auto service center. Leon Poe at the line for 2. Well, the Celtics are going to be 12-0 at home, and that matches the best start of any Celtic team. The 84-85 Boston Celtics starting at 12-0. The Celtics will go to 19-2. Only the 63-64 Celtics have had a better start at 20-2. Boston will have a chance to attack that mark Sunday in Toronto. Adds the reach. Seems to be lost in the shuffle a little bit here in Milwaukee. He had big games against us all the time.
I like that kid. He's going to die on the vine on their bench because they're not going to play him. And he is a terrific athlete, as you just saw.
Leon hanging in there and gets through.
That is typical play by Leon.
Ivy has it knocked away, but the foul is going to be on Pruitt. Don't forget to stick around for the New England Ford Dealers Celtics postgame live. Gary and Donnie will be in the studio. Tommy, Greg, and I will be here at the Garden. Doc's press conference, player interviews, the Tommy Award, all coming your way on New England Ford Dealers Celtics postgame live. Royal Ivy, 4th NBA season with Atlanta. Now Milwaukee, played at Texas. Good pass by Pruitt.
Perfect bounce pass. Sitting right there for Eddie House.
Into Gans, reach pushed off the spot by Poe. Tries the hook shot.
A running hook shot?
Yes.
We need that guy.
We need that guy. I know why you like him now. I see it all now. 1:22 to go in the game. Leon watches some cutters go by. Takes it. Chalupas for everybody.
They love Leon. Everybody on this team loves Leon.
Celtics by 23, and that's kind of what they've been doing to people. Trying to reach, piling up the garbage time points. He's got funny numbers against Boston. He's averages 17 points a game against the Celtics when you play in April. 4 times in the month of April. Any other time of the year, he only averages 6 points a game. I don't know what that means. He's a garbage guy, but
There is Pruitt, and Pruitt is just as smooth as you'd ever want a rookie to be.
7 points for Pruitt off the bench. Story up there for the foul. You can't get over. You take a look at Story there. He's got to be related to Greg Minor. He looks so much like Greg Minor.
Yeah, he does.
Look at Boston. Doc, NBA Coach of the Month in November, got a head start on December. Celtics undefeated. Pruitt kicks it back. Scal. Poe. Davis. And a foul with 9/10 of a second to go in the game. And it gives you an indication how hard this team plays all the time. Join us Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Chris Bosh and company awaiting the Celtics in Toronto. We've played some terrific games on Sunday afternoons up in Toronto, including Ray Allen earlier this year with that buzzer beater. Sunday at 1, Celtics Raptors on Comcast Sports Network. Impressive, Tom. Bucks hung with them for a while, and then it was all Boston second half.
Yeah, and you know what impressed me, and I think they're starting to get it more and more, is that when you pick up the pace of the game in the second half, like the Celtics did in that third quarter, and then almost in the fourth quarter, great things happen. You take the team right out of it, and you destroy their spirit and their will to win.
Let's take a look at tonight's steal of the game. It's brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection, your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. Tony Allen, KG. That's the Identity Truth steal of the game. And the big finish by Kevin Garnett. Impressive win by the Celtics here tonight. 104-82. Boston going away. Stay tuned for the New England Ford Dealer Celtics postgame live. We'll have all the postgame reaction, highlights, and the Tommy Award. That is all coming up here as the Celtics undefeated in the month of December, undefeated at home, and beating people big. The margin tonight, 22-104-82. For Greg Dickerson, I'm Mike Gorman, and Tommy Heinsohn too. See you on the